Alright there guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I will be giving you my haul and review of Huddersfield Get Your Geek On 2025. That's right. For the first time in about nearly 6 years, I have actually been to a convention. A much smaller one than the last two conventions I went to back in 2018 and 2019. But yeah, I finally attended another convention, and unfortunately, due to not being able to make an edited vlog since May of 2021, I couldn't film the event itself. But linked in the description will be my friend Ash and her friends Morgan and Abby's channels and vlogs of the event. Will all be linked in the description for you to check out if you want to see the footage of the event itself. But for me, all you're going to get is a haul and review. So, we'll start off with the haul, since that's what I said first, and that is what is in the title first. But first off, we're going to start off with this. I know it's probably, well, it's written backwards for me, maybe it isn't for you. But yeah, as you can see, it says 21st of June 2025, that was the date that the event was held. And it says 10 AM to 5 PM, if you can see. But if you look inside, here, it only says 10 AM, which is right here, and then at the bottom, down here, it only goes up to 4 PM. Like, there was no actual specific events past 4 PM. The convention just went on for another hour, but after after 4 PM we went home. So yeah, I'll show. Well, I guess I could show you one more thing. This is actually Abby, Ash's friend. As you can tell from the imagery, she is a furry. And if you don't know what my opinion on furries are, basically I think they're very odd and strange. And I've always thought that, and I'm not going to pretend like I don't think that just because one of Ash's friends is one. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it, of course. I just personally find it strange. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean someone else can't. So let's start off with the actual haul now. The first thing that I purchased, because for some reason my unintentional tradition of buying just 2 things at these conventions has continued. The first thing I bought was a piano piece of the greatest football song of all time, Glory, Glory, Man United. You can either laugh at me because of how bad they are, or you can bask in my depression with me on how bad they are. Since I've been supporting this damn team for almost 20 years now. 2007 is when I started, back when they were actually good. And something of a tradition that I see Ash do a lot in her haul videos. This is the card of the person that made the image. It's going potty with Sam, and all of his details are right here. You can go to his website down at the bottom. You can email him on this one. Okay, looking more at the image, that definitely looks like a girl, so you'll have to find out for yourselves if you want to check that out. And the other thing I bought wasn't actually from the convention itself, it was actually from HMV. Because I've not been to a HMV since I was a kid. The last HMV I went to, well, the only HMV I'd been to previously, was the one in the White Rose in Leeds. That's the only HMV I'd ever been to. And this HMV had literally an entire aisle, well, almost an aisle, a full, like, the bottom half of the bottom middle aisle was literally filled with anime DVDs. I've never seen so many anime DVDs in one place. I didn't pick any up because most of them were for stuff I've already seen, but a little bit further up from the DVDs in the next aisle were some plushies, and well, you guys may have seen, I have a Goku plushie and a Naruto plushie, which I both bought at the 2018 and 2019 MCM Manchester cons, and I also have a Haruhi Fujioka plushie that I don't think I've ever shown, only on Instagram. I've never shown it on a video. But I've added a fourth plushie to my collection. This one of Your Forger from Spy Family. If you know, I am a very, very big fan of Spy Family. I gave season 1 of the show my anime of the year for 2022. I gave season 2 of the show my anime of the year for 2023. And there's a high likely chance that I'll be doing it again, giving season 3 my anime of the year for this year once it airs in October. But yeah, this is a really, really cute plushie of Yor in like more like comfy home out attire that she's wearing. We've got her eyes are closed. We got her very cute eyelashes here. The only thing I'd say I don't really like about this plushie is that Yor's earrings are a little bit too big, in my opinion. I think it'd be better. It could be better if they were smaller. So I mean, this one on her left ear sticks straight down like it should, but this one cut on her right ear kind of sticks out a little bit to the side. That's the only thing I'd say change. Maybe make them a little tad bit smaller, because that way they can stick straight down, because Yor's earrings are absolutely a necessary part of her any look she has. They're very important to her design and the way she looks. But that is all I have for the haul, because, as I said, my unintentional tradition of I only ever buy 2 things at a convention. But for the very first time, say convention I've been to, I didn't buy an item of clothing. Because at MCM Manchester 2018, I bought a My Hero Academia t-shirt, and I was actually wearing that very shirt to this event. Since I don't cosplay, I only did once, and that was when I was Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club back in 2019. And in 2019, I bought a Naruto shirt. But yeah, this time, first time ever, not buying a piece of clothing. Mainly because there really wasn't any. Now that I've done the haul, we can get onto the review, and I can tell you a little bit about the event itself. So, me and Ash both got the bus up to Huddersfield together, and we met up with Abby's friends, Ash's friends, Abby and Morgan's boyfriend, Thomas. So, the classic cars, because there's a whole like section of classic cars from movies, some of them were still arriving when we got to the event, because we were at the event before it actually started. A couple of the cars to note of, there was the Batmobile. I'm not sure which Batman movie it's from. There was Lightning McQueen, which I got myself a photo with. There was Mater from Cars. There was the DeLorean from Back to the Future. The camper van from Scooby-Doo. There was a Barbie smart car there as well. Those are all the classic cars I can remember. There was a little dinosaur section. And there's a dinosaur egg that you can go inside of, and I took a photo for Ash of her inside of the egg. Ash was cosplaying Luffy from One Piece. Originally, she was going to cosplay Venti from Genshin Impact, because it was by far the hottest day of the year. She decided to change a couple days before the convention and go for Luffy instead. And all I can say is she definitely has the cutest Luffy cosplay I've ever seen before. Although that's probably because of how cute she naturally is. That's definitely a big part of it. So we ended up actually getting separated from the other three, Abby, Morgan, Thomas, whilst we were at the stalls, which is where I got this. And a lot of the day was actually spent with it, where it was just me and Ash, which wasn't what we intended to happen. But that is what happened, and obviously it didn't bother me in the slightest. I wasn't expecting to spend so much of the day with just Ash and the other three, not the other three. We were, well, I say we, the three, Ash, Abby, and Morgan, me and Thomas weren't called for this because neither of us were cosplaying. But the three of them were called into a restaurant called Chip Walk, and it was a restaurant that sold Belgian fries and pizza slices. And basically, the staff of the restaurant asked the three of them to do some like promo work for their social media. And Morgan does a little section in his vlog, which again, linked in the description if you want to check all this stuff out for yourself, where he basically endorses Chip Walk, basically saying that it's amazing, etc. I found that a little bit strange because 5 minutes ago, at that time, none of us had even heard of the place. Literally, not I hadn't, Abby hadn't, Thomas hadn't, Morgan hadn't. None of us had even heard of this place 5 minutes ago, and yet here's Morgan endorsing it, saying how amazing it is. He didn't even buy anything. All that they got free, they got a free drink each from doing this, but they didn't actually buy anything to eat. So how can you say you love a restaurant that you didn't even know existed 5 minutes ago, and not only that, but you didn't even buy anything at the damn place? Just found that a little bit odd and a bit sort of like fake if you think about it. But that's just me. And also, when we were at HMV, they also asked for some social media promotion. So we had Ash holding One Piece products because she was cosplaying Luffy. Morgan was holding Five Nights at Freddy's product because he was cosplaying Toy Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And Abby was cosplaying, well, her own creation, called Neb. She was cosplaying as this, which is her own furry creation called Neb. She didn't really have any specific products to hold because Neb is only something that exists from her, nothing else. It's not an actual character that exists in anything. So when we got to dinner time, me and Ash had dinner at this like really cool looking, kind of cool place. This place, I don't know what it's called, but it had so much. It had a bowling alley. It had tables to sit at and eat at. It had electric karaoke next to the toilets. It had a cinema on the second floor. I don't know what it's called, but it had a lot of things. So what's funny is Ash ordered her food before I did, but I'd gotten and finished eating my food before hers even arrived, which was a bit odd. But I guess it was quite busy because it was a Saturday, so that does sort of make sense. And my order was a lot smaller than hers, so that also probably works. After that, we went to a place called Ka-POW Comics, which was basically Huddersfield's comic book shop, which, just like the more local one to us, it has a bit of manga, not as much as I thought it would have, and I didn't see anything that I wanted to pick up, so I didn't. Ash did, and that will likely be part in her haul section of her vlog. Unless she's made a separate haul video, but I'm not sure. Well, I can only see, because the video that her con vlog goes up the day I'm recording this, whereas mine goes up a couple of days late. This video will be up in a couple of days after that. So her vlog will already be linked in the description before this video actually goes up. After that, we just did a bit more walking around. Basically, we were just waiting for the cosplay contest, because that's something that happens at almost every convention these days, where essentially you sign up, you show off your cosplay, you do some sort of pose, and then you have judges judging whose cosplay was the best, and they give out a top 3. There were 4 different categories for the cosplay contest. There was up to 4 years old for the first category. There was 5 to 11-year-olds for category 2. Then it was 11 to 17-year-olds for category 3, and then the 4th and final category was adults. Obviously, the adult one was the one that we were waiting for, since that's the one Ash, Abby, and Morgan were all participating in. So at last year's Get Your Geek Con, which of course I did not attend, but I've watched the con vlogs that the others did. In Morgan's con vlog, the Abby's entry to the cosplay contest and Morgan's entry in the cosplay contest, both of those were filmed, but for some reason Ash's entry to the cosplay contest, which wasn't filmed, because when I told her about it, I was like, did you not do this? And she said, oh, I did. I was thinking, okay, so it just wasn't filmed then. That's very odd. So I said to her that I'd be very, very happy to film the cosplay contest for her vlog. And I did do that. When the adult cosplay contest started, I was originally thinking, I think I'll just film her entry and that's it, nothing else. But then I thought, actually, you know what, now I'll film the whole thing. I'll film the entire adult cosplay contest. So Abby's entry was in there, Morgan's entry was in there, Ash's entry was in there, and the 3 to 4 other people that were in the adult category, their entries were also filmed. Like that one section was nearly 7 minutes long. As I was having to film the thing like this, and my arms started aching because I was constantly just filming for Ash like that. And then Morgan's vlog came out actually on the same night of the event had happened. The same night of the event that had happened. And in Morgan's vlog, Ash's cosplay contest entry again wasn't in there. And I thought, okay, last year it was a bit odd that it wasn't there, but 2 years in a row, Ash's cosplay contest entry was specifically not part of the vlog. I just found that really odd. And also, Ash was never mentioned by name in Morgan's vlog, which is weird because she always gets mentioned by name at least once. And her channel is always tagged in the description of Morgan's con vlogs when she goes to the same one as he does. But her channel wasn't wasn't tagged in the description this time round of this video, which I found really odd. It probably doesn't even bother her. She doesn't even notice stuff like this is happening. But I'm able to pick up on these things very quickly. Like, Ash, Morgan and Abby's channels and vlogs will all be linked in the description of this video. Even though I think Abby's vlog will be going up a couple of hours after this one, so I'll have to wait for that one to go before it can be put in the description of this video. But yeah, I just find it really odd how Ash basically the vlog treats it like Ash basically wasn't part of it, even though she is part of Morgan's con vlog. because so am I. Like every section that, anytime she appears in Morgan's vlog, I do as well, because we're always either stood or sat next to each other. So I just find that really odd. The Morgan talking about and mentioning Abby as normal, but very specifically not mentioning Ash at all throughout the whole video. As if she wasn't even part of it when she was. But yeah, now the thing is so what did I think of the con now that we've got through all of that? I'd say it was a very, very fun day out. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but I'd been preparing and being excited for this pretty much since December 2024. 6 months that I'd been waiting for this convention. So it was never really going to be able to live up to my expectations, was it, when I'd been waiting for 6 months, especially considering that the others go to multiple cons every single year, whereas, as I've said, this is the first con I've been to in over half a decade. COVID wasn't even a thing the last time I went to a convention. That's how long ago it was. The term COVID didn't even exist yet. But yeah, it was a very fun day out. There wasn't really anything negative I could say about it. It's just I wasn't expecting Huddersfield to be quite as big as what it actually is. So getting lost is, well, for someone who doesn't have a sense of direction, it's very easy to get lost. But yeah, it was a fun day out. Getting to spend almost the entire day with just Ash was incredible, because it's not what I was expecting at all. But that is going to do it for my Huddersfield Get Your Geek On 2025 haul and review. And just before we end off, if anything I have said in this video is, I've just remembered something, I have to mention this. So in one of the high streets where the classic cars are, there's this noodle shop called Chopsticks, and it hasn't opened yet, I don't think, or at least it doesn't look like it's opened yet, but on the front of it, there's a mascot on it, and it's just of an anime girl. I don't think it's one of an anime girl that actually exists in anything. I think it's just a mascot they just made up, but it certainly looks like an anime girl. You put an anime girl on something, it sells. That ain't rocket science to figure out. Now, if anything I have said in this video has interested you about maybe turning up to Huddersfield Get Your Geek On next year, because I think I probably will be going back next year, because it was a very fun day, well, you don't even need to wait to find out the dates, because if you go on the back of this, which they give out to everyone at the convention, flip it around to the back, boom. Huddersfield Get Your Geek On 2026 will be on the 27th of June, 2026. That is the date. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope it does well, because a lot of my videos have been flopping this year, so it would be really nice if this did well. But if you've enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and for the final time, everyone else's vlogs and channels will be linked in the description for you to check out. I would recommend checking out all 3 of their vlogs, even though I haven't actually seen Ash's or Abby's yet, because they haven't actually been posted yet when I'm recording. But yeah, when they are out, feel free to check their channels and vlogs out, individual vlogs of the event out. And until we meet again, see you next time.